Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where I share with you all things fitness for women over 50. In today's video, I'm going to share with you two of my favorite strength moves. Now, you know that I'm a personal trainer and a fitness coach, so I value all of the strength training moves. However, there are some that are near and dear to my heart. And in this video, I'm going to share with you two of my favorites and why they are my favorites. I'm also going to share with you exactly how you can do my two favorite exercises, whether you are starting your strength training journey or whether you are experienced. So, are you ready? Let's get started. All right, the first of my two favorite exercises that I want to share with you is the Bulgarian split squat. Now, some people say they love to hate the Bulgarian split squat. I just love it. It's such a great exercise at strengthening your lower body. Here are some other reasons why I love doing the Bulgarian split squat. First, it not only strengthens my legs, but it challenges my balance. And so doing the exercise is really like getting two benefits for the price of one. Also, you can do this exercise with your body weight, or you can add additional weight in the form of dumbbells or a kettlebell or even a bar. So the exercise is very versatile. A third reason I like this exercise so much is because you do this exercise one leg at a time, it gives you a lot of information about your strength and it lets you know if you have any imbalances going on between your two sides. And finally, this exercise strengthens the front of your legs, the muscles right above your knees, which is called your quadricep muscles. These muscles attach to your knees. And for me, because I have arthritis in my knees, I want to keep the muscles that attach to my knees as strong as possible. All right, I'd like to take a few moments to show you how to do the Bulgarian split squat. So in order to do this exercise, you need something like a bench or a chair, or if you have an exercise plyo box, that works as well. What you're going to do is you're going to stand in front of your bench or your chair or your plyo box, whatever you have. You're going to take a couple of steps forward. This is going to be your starting position. Then what you're going to do, and here's where your balance is challenged. You're going to take one foot, you're going to place it behind you and put that foot on top of your bench, your chair, your box, whatever you have. Notice this is how your balance is challenged. Then what you're going to do is you're going to bend your standing knee to lower your body close to the floor. This is the leg that's doing all the work, the leg that's standing. The leg that's on the box behind me is just there to help with balance. So you've got about 90% of your weight on your front leg and about 10% on your back leg. So you lower yourself and you push back up. You lower yourself and you push back up. And you do that exercise for as many reps as your program describes. Then once you finish that one side, you've got to do the other side. You do the same thing. Put your foot behind you on the box. This standing leg is doing all the work. Lower yourself towards the floor and push back up using that standing leg. And so this standing leg, particularly the front of your leg, is doing all the work to push yourself back up. So that is how you do the Bulgarian split squat, one of my favorite exercises. Okay, my second favorite exercise is the push-up. Now, I know that the push-up can be really challenging to do, but it's so cool and is great at strengthening your upper body. Also, here are some other reasons why I love doing the push-up. First, it makes me feel super strong. And what woman over 50 doesn't want to feel strong? Second, it uses your body weight, and so you don't need any equipment at all in order to do push-ups. And finally, there are different options that you can do if you can't quite do a regular floor push-up yet. Let me show you what I mean. Here's what I mean about having different options for the push-up. I'm going to show you three different options. This first option is called the wall push-up. The second option is called the elevated push-up. And the third option is going to be your regular floor push-up. Now, for my wall push-up, I'm going to use a mirror. I wouldn't recommend that you use a mirror when you do the wall push-ups, but because I don't have a wall or my wall is covered in mirrors, I'm going to use the mirror to show you how to do the wall push-up. So for your wall push-up, you're going to stand in front of the wall and you're going to place your hands on the wall as if you were doing a push-up on the floor, only you're standing like this. You're going to turn, face the wall, put your hands on the wall, probably about shoulder height and shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit more. Extend your feet behind you, and you're going to bend your elbows to lower yourself towards the wall and then press away from the wall. So now what you're doing is you're doing a wall push-up. So the wall is serving as your floor, if you will, as you do that wall push-up. Your heels are up off of the floor. And that is my first version of the push-up. Let's move on to the elevated push-up. All right, your second option is the elevated push-up. So with the elevated push-up, I'd like for you to go into your kitchen or your bathroom. You need something like a countertop that's elevated in order to do the elevated push-up. And the thing about the elevated push-up is you can use whatever elevation that you choose. The lower the elevation, the more challenging the push-up. The higher the elevation, the easier the push-up. So you have to choose an elevation that works for you, one that's doable, but also provides a little bit of challenge for you. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I'm going to use this right here for my elevation. So this elevation is going to help me do an elevated push-up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place my hands right here. So you would place your hands on your kitchen countertop, for example. And you also want something that you can't push. You want something that's firm and something that's not going to move under your hands and under the weight of your body. Okay? So I'm going to place my hands here, and then I'm going to extend my legs behind me. Again, my heels are up off the floor. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my push-up, my elevated push-up. I am going to bend my elbows and lower myself to my elevation, and then I'm going to push back up. And I'm going to do it again. And this is your elevated push-up. A couple of things that I want to remind you when you're doing your wall push-up, when you're doing your elevated push-up, you want to keep your body in a plank position. You don't want to reach with your head. You don't want your hips up. You don't want them sinking. Here's what I mean. Let me show you. So when I am in a plank position, everything is aligned. Notice that. My head, my neck, my back are all aligned. When I go to lower my body, I'm not reaching my head. I'm lowering my body in one plank. And notice my hips are not up like this. My hips aren't sinking like this. Everything is in a plank position. And I want you to do that whether you are doing an elevated push-up or a wall push-up. And that's the second variation. Let's go on and do the push-up from the floor right now. I am on the floor now because I'm going to show you our third and final version of the push-up from the floor. So the same thing goes. You're going to put your body into a plank position, and you're going to lower that plank position to the floor and then press that plank position up, just like you did with the wall and just like you did with the elevated push-up. So for a regular push-up, you're going to put your hands in front of you, again, about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit more, and you're going to extend your legs behind you. And again, you are in a plank position right now. Then what you're going to do is you're going to bend your elbows to lower yourself to the ground in that plank position. go as low as you can, and then press back up, keeping that plank position as strong as possible. Notice my head, my neck, my back, my hips are all aligned. So you're going to lower yourself and press back up. Lower yourself and press back up. So that is our third and final version of our push-up. All right, everyone, those are two of my favorite exercises. If you have any questions about them, make sure you drop your questions below this video in the comments, and I'll be sure to get you an answer. Also, try them out and let me know how they work for you. Like this video for me, please, and don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, and I'll see you next time.